Welcome back to the show, everyone. What happens when you're from a family that has deep roots in the medical world and you're an actor and you have to play a doctor?
Well, yeah, playing one on TV is just the same, right? Byron Mann is joining us. You've met him on the show before. He is starring as Chen in Bloodletting and Miraculous Cures. How are you, Byron?
How you guys doing? Good.
So your parents, are they both doctors?
My mother was a nurse, and my father was a dentist, and my brother is a surgeon.
So have you actively avoided any sort of medical roles in your career? Or
I actually kind of did.
Did you really?
Really good observation. But I, for some reason, I've never played a doctor. I've, been acting for like 15, 16 years.
Yeah. And it just never came up. So are they going to give you any feedback, especially your brother, the surgeon? Do you, do you expect anything?
When I was reading the script, there were a lot of medical terms. And half the time I didn't understand what was going on because doctors speak a different language to each other, right? So I would, email or fax the scripts to my brother, and he would read them. He would explain to me what's going on, but then he would always add, "Byron, this would never happen." I said, his name is Barry.
Just ignore that part.
This would never happen. He's very black and white, right? I said, this is TV, baby. It happens.
We're allowed to have that.
That must really help you as an actor, though, because, I mean, it is a different language, all the medical terms, but to understand what's happening and do what you need to do as an actor, it must have been a big help.
Yeah, I tell you, when I first got to Toronto where we shot this thing, I got off the plane on a Thursday night. On Friday morning, I was in a hospital learning to do this procedure called the jugular.
What?
Which means you have to stick a hole, create a hole in the person's jugular vein and insert an IV line to revive him.
I love that they just call it the jugular.
The jugular. The jugular.
That does sound like a
Sounds
wrestling
like the end of a joke, right? The jugular.
Yeah, and so, what would take normally like 4 years to learn this procedure, I had to learn in 48 hours. Because we had to shoot that Monday morning at 7 o'clock.
And this is a very well-known, I mean, you talk about pressures in this thing, this is a very well-known book as well and novel. And did you know anything about it before you went in there? Did you read it?
I just knew that it was based on a book that won the Giller Book Award in 2006.
Yeah.
And it was written by an ER doctor in Toronto, and I believe it was his first book. His first book won the Giller Book Award. It's like,
way to start.
It's like winning the lottery, So,
and it's got great characters in it. Tell us a little bit about who you play.
I play an ER doctor. Actually, my character is kind of based on him, the author. And the reason I know is because I asked him.
Was he there consulting?
Yeah, of course.
That's amazing.
He was teaching him how to do the jugular.
On Friday, I learned to do the jugular. On Friday night, I cornered him, and I asked him about 100 questions in like 1 hour because I had to play him.
The poor guy afterwards probably like, oh my God, that was exhausting.
Yeah.
He just got grilled. Okay, so your character is, you play Chen, and he's in this world, which is very intense, not only in terms of work, but you've got some emotional things going on in your life.
Well, to begin with, let's just say that things come off on this show. Like gloves come off emotionally, clothes come off.
Yes, they do.
Because it's a cable show, and
so you're allowed to swear and occasional.
Yes.
Yes.
You can, have some activity in the bedroom, yes.
You said that very correctly.
I was going to say right
like
now your brother at home is going, well said.
Okay, we're going to look at a scene in the ER. Maybe you can set up what is happening here for us.
I think this is the scene where my patient is not wanting treatment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And basically, this guy has a heart attack, and he doesn't think he has a heart attack. He doesn't want any treatment. He doesn't even want to be there. So I kind of gently suggest to him that maybe it's a good idea to take, to receive treatment, or you will die in like the next 10 seconds.
All
Here
right.
is Byron Mann.
It's like there's a moose sitting on my chest.
That'll be the clot.
Those damn agency nurses, someone's gonna die because of them.
Sharon, please.
Sir, sit still.
Okay, you people are crazy.
Mrs. Santorini, do you pay taxes?
What? Yeah, I pay taxes.
Good, because my medical training, paid for in part by your tax dollars, for which I thank you, teaches me to remain calm in the face of calamity. However, your lackadaisical attitude toward your own impending death leaves me no choice but to inform you that you have 30 seconds left to live. Now, would you like me to stick this needle in your vein, or would you like to continue arguing with me?
Do it.
All right, 9:14. Pushing the lytic.
And your brother at home Just saying that would never happen.
Next time you have a heart attack, you know what to do. Listen to the doctor.
Well, and it's such a fascinating, I mean, every time we talk to actors, I mean, it really is this entry, this portal point into another world. I mean, every time you get to do it, it's got to be a bit of a privilege. I mean,
You know, every day we had like doctors, nurses, paramedics, residents on the set. And one thing I really learned about doctors is that they kind of really want to help people.
Yeah.
And that's why they got into the profession.
That's the core of it.
Yeah.
Well, and the pressure that they work under, and I think you guys capture that really well in the show, and in just that, you know, human beings are made up to a certain point to be able to handle a certain degree of stress.
Yeah.
When you get pushed past that, you know, how do you handle it? What do you do? I mean, sometimes it kind of defines
Well,
you. And
you'll see a lot of stuff in this show where you really get to see what doctors' lives are really like.
Yeah.
And they're just
Because
like
they
regular.
spend a lot of time together.
A lot.
But you're going to have to
And we
watch.
all know what happens when people spend a lot of time together.
Oh, gross. This isn't an ER.
13 years every
Thank
day.
you so much. You have to check out Bloodletting and Miraculous Cures. It's an 8-part, 1-hour drama series, and it will start airing this Sunday night, so do not miss it.
Byron, great job once again, man. It's a wonderful production.
Good to see you guys,
See
man.
you. Thanks for
Great to
coming.
see you. We're going to take a break. A moment, come back. Kelly Deck will be joining us, a very, very busy young lady right now because she is designing the Millionaire Designer Home Lottery homes, both in in Kitsilano and also out in White Rock as well. We're going to talk about it and some of the trend things for 2010 right after this.